Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Wasilkamilbey, and we are Shamstoppers. And I'd like to reserve our United States constitutional rights, freedom of speech. Title of this video: Pimps Embodied the Bible. Pimps embodied the Bible. Excuse me. What I mean by that, these pimps know the Bible from the beginning to the end. You know what I mean? You gotta read this book, man. The Bible is a great tool, man. It gives you the keys to success. I mean, every great entrepreneur, every millionaire has a Bible. I got like 4 of them in my house. You know what I mean? And I'm finna read y'all some scriptures. Okay? We're going to start with Hosea when God told him to go marry a prostitute. Alright? Y'all read the book of Hosea? Chapter? 3rd chapter? Huh? What that say? Then the Lord said to me, go again, love a woman who is loved by a lover and is committing adultery. Is love committing adultery just like just like the love of the Lord for the children of Israel, who look to the other gods and love the raisin cakes of the pagans. See that? Hold on. Okay. So I brought her for myself for 15 shekels of silver. So he ain't paid for this pussy. And 1/2 homers and barley. Right? And I said to her, you shall stay with me many days. You shall not play the harlot, nor shall you have a man. So too will I be toward you. For the children of Israel shall abide many days without the king or prince, without sacrifice or sacred pillar, without ephod and teraphim. If I said that right, if I didn't say that right, fellas, correct me. Afterward, the children of Israel shall return and seek the Lord, their God of David, their king. They shall fear the Lord and his goodness in the later days. But you see that, man. Just look at that right there. You see that? So I bought her for myself for 15 shekels of silver. Prostitution been going on, man. These dudes know what's going on. Look at the parable of 2 sisters in the book of Ezekiel. Huh? Look at that, man. It's all in the Bible. Look at that. Let's get down to it.
You know, they dress from diamond stud
they had
boots
everything,
all the way
just
up
like
to
me. I
tuxedos,
wouldn't want
you
them
know.
to look any different than me. They supplied my needs,
What
so
do
I
you
was able
do?
to supply theirs.
What do you do for these? I don't understand this. Assuming the woman makes the decision that she wants to be a prostitute.
Right.
That's her decision that she made. Where do you enter into it? Why does she need you? If she is getting paid for what she is doing, why isn't that her money? Why should she give it to you? What do you do for her?
One thing about it is, you know, it was a such thing that prostitutes stand on the corner is considered outlaw. They had to have a man to represent them, a man that could stand in the gap for them when different people come around. Somebody try to.
Mordecai did that for Esther. Let me keep going.
What's wrong with having a friend? What's wrong with having a lawyer? What's wrong with not breaking the law?
Well, it's just the same thing, that it was a profession, and just like he was saying earlier, a prostitute needs a pimp. They're the only one that understand one another.
Which one is the minister?
I am.
Okay. You're saying this now, but now that you're in your ministry, do you think that that was right for you to take this lady out and give her self-esteem this way? Can you just teach her then that the way is Christ and that's the only way it is? And also, you said that you're a minister now. I'm a Christian, and we as Christians, the Lord teaches us how to walk, talk, dress, and live. Do you think that's Christian-like, or for you to go out to the world and try to minister to someone and you're wrapped in...
Let me stop it right here. What does harlot mean? Look at that. Used of either sex, and not always a very bad sense. You see that shit? Pimping ain't dead, you niggas just scared. But you know what? You know what's so cold about this whole situation? She'll go down and pay $25 to make you become a hoe for 18 years. Have you out in the open with a warrant on TV and you the goddamn prostitute. Woo! Reverse pimping, man, at its finest.
Gold. They say the streets are paved with gold. We don't need to have all this gold in this flesh.
But the Bible also said, judge the heart, not the outer appearance.
You what? I'm sorry.
Well, I was explaining to see, the Bible lets us know to judge the heart of a person, not the outer appearance. It said man's always judge the outer appearance. The Bible tells us to stop dealing in the minors and deal with the major. It's more interested in saving a soul than worry about the jewelry and the clothes and the raiment that one's wearing.
But I'm looking at, may I look at this, for example? You have
well,
here.
Look here, I serve a rich God. My God said he'll supply all of my needs. I don't know what kind of God she served. Maybe she's serving a God of a lesser.
Did you hear that? Huh? The Bible says money answers all things. Think about that, man. Did you hear what he said about the Bible? Pimps embody the Bible, man. Embodying the Bible. Y'all better start reading y'all Bible. I'm gonna tell you something. Learn that Constitution because it got the word person in there too. Okay, check this out. Let me go and hit y'all with something. Hold on, man. Y'all gonna get a good lesson tonight. Y'all gonna get a good lesson tonight. Hold up. Wait. I had it, fellas. All right. The word name, right? Person, place, or thing. That's a noun, correct? Now look at Obadiah. 11 persons. You see that? Look at the word neighbor. A person. And what's the fourth amendment of the United States Constitution? Let's continue.
How many women were sent out on the streets to be with men they didn't know, to be in a situation which they...
How many hoes went down to the agency and didn't know who their baby father was and put your ass up for that $25 loan?
Have been physically hurt.
Well, they have at times.
They have been hurt. How many women have been beaten or died to pay for this?
I had one to be shot 5 times, but I never had a woman that have been
Then how can you in a conscience keep this? Even keep this worth how much about?
About $17,000.
$17,000 that you are wearing on your hand, and it has been bought on the backs of women that have been beaten, in your own words, shot. as a minister, doesn't that say to you, you know what I ought to do with this?
Well, you know, this is a testimony of my past life. This is an opportunity to be able to share and let the people know what I once was a part of. I mean, I believe that we serve a rich God and we should look prosperous. I prayed and I pray to God.
Surely
to
there is
me.
no place, and I'm not here preaching that.
You hear? Huh? Do you serve a rich God or a poor God? Because all I know, the Almighty Creator is rich. If He supply you with a brain and with the conscience to do right or wrong, you rich. And what I mean you being rich, you can be rich at either doing the right things or you can be rich at either doing the wrong things. Or you can be rich by getting your ass in these goddamn books. Because these pimps, they got into these books, which is the Bible.
Everyone has led perfect lives, and I'll be the first to raise my hand that I have not been perfect myself.
Sure.
But let me say that nowhere in anybody's Bible can you find support for a man acting as a pimp, taking women, sending them out for prostitution, keeping their money, becoming in a sense their slave owners. There's no religious justification for that. The best you can say about that is forgive me, I have sinned.
Now, we're not speaking on this time.
If you could just get past prostitution, look, if you can just feel an elevation, I'm going to take these glasses off and let y'all know how fat I am or not. But look, if you could just pass that, you're such a beautiful man. Can you get past prostitution? Women do a whole lot of things to get money without prostitution.
That's right.
That's just Kenny.
Y'all hear that? The bitch do a whole bunch of shit, you know what I mean, without prostitution. Huh? What about Solomon? King Solomon? Huh? What did King Solomon do? Huh? Think about that. Think about that, fellas. Read the book of Ruth. Read Judges. You know what I mean? Just start reading that stuff, man. Your eyes will start opening up. What's going on? Real talk. And I know y'all seen the 10 Commandments, right? Y'all read them, right? It says, thou shalt not. It don't say thou will not. Will and shall, two different words. Okay? Come on now. Come on, man. Hit us with some comments. Won't you subscribe, share, and like? These hoes out here ain't no good, but you know at the same time, they pimping y'all now. It's called child support. It's reverse pimping. These guys got out here and got them before these women got them. These pimps got them first, and they're gonna stay that way. But the reason why y'all paying child support is because y'all have feelings and emotions, and y'all still fucking y'all baby mama. And I'm not talking to the Shamstoppers people. I'm talking to the undercover motherfuckers that's on here. And for the people who want to get off the child support, you can do it. You can do it. What y'all know about the Queen of Sheba? Huh? She was a queen who came to test Solomon. She tested that nigga. She did. She tested this nigga on his wisdom. What about Bathsheba and David? When David seen Bathsheba taking that bath, he was so beautiful, he had to send Uriah to the front line to get killed. Cause he wanted to fuck. But her whole ass taking a bath, butt naked, so a nigga can watch her. Come on, man, these hoes know what they be doing out here, man. These pimps know. Real talk. I know some Bible stories. I'm gonna drop some Bible stories on y'all that goes with this child support shit. Delilah wasn't no good. She was a hoe. Delilah was a hoe, and she had pimps to set Samson up. Right? Come on, fellas, we gotta be smarter than that. Look what these pimps do. They not even doing nothing bad. These hoes do what they have. They getting fed. All that, they get looked after. Look at Hugh Hefner. Huh? Look what Hugh Hefner did, man. He one of my heroes. Shit, man. Just think about it, fellas. If you just stop, put those feelings and emotions to side, turn that shit to the side, man. Put it to the side. You good. You are good, man. What about Lot's wife? Y'all want to read about that? About Lot's wife? It was in Genesis, the 19th chapter. How she turned around and turned to a pillar of salt because she was salty about them hoes, what they was doing. You know what I mean? Let me find it and read a little bit to you. Hold on. But his wife looked back behind him, and she became a pillar of salt, because God was destroying Sodom and Gomorrah. It was filled with homosexuality, man, and prostitution. And it's a lot of women back in the day, they was thinking, because they ain't had no Kotex or nothing back in those days, right? So they had to send them stanky bitches off somewhere. Man, we finna start getting down on this shit, man. Real talk. You can beat child support. Put your fucking foot down. Real talk, man. You can do it. You can beat it. You don't have to give her no more money. She went down there. She put your information on a sheet of paper. She's hereby liable. She's liable for this shit. And don't forget it. And y'all gotta hold her to that shit. Pimps embodying the Bible. Pimping is not dead. Y'all just scared. You know? It's one of the greatest channels on YouTube, baby. We get results. We got testimonies. We got refunds. You know what I mean? For all you haters, hater betas, You tired of being a bitch and a simp sitting on the sideline whining and complaining? Come on over. If not, continue to take that dick. Peace.